Hey everybody, it's Jason with Mantiques here again with another video. And this video, I went to two picks here in the past 2 days. The first was at a home locally here in Columbia that the family had sold. The residents were, um, I believe, a congressman who passed away about 30 years ago. His daughter told me. Um, and the home was full of great stuff. A lot of things that I've found, I don't think the family realized what they were, and I took the time to explain what they were, and they kept a majority of the stuff I found that was military related in any way, which is great because I'm a strong believer that family should keep things in the family if possible. Um, and the second pick was um, another home here in Columbia. And the lady told me that I believe her grandfather had either built the house or moved into it originally, and ever since it's just been family members in up to I don't remember if it was 80 years or 100 years or so, but and they kind of just used the upstairs as an attic, and eventually everything just ended up upstairs in the attic space, and it was just boxes on boxes of stuff, and it was a blast to dig through it. I did end up finding some pretty great military stuff, as well as some non-military things that I just couldn't leave behind. And I'll show a video recapping everything that I found. I did take some video from the pick itself, but again, I just had my camera with me, and I had Shep again, so it was a little difficult to film and manage everything else. But I hope you enjoy. All right, so here's some of the neat finds from the ex-congressman's estate. He had lots of autographed photos of different politicians, and these are some that the family didn't want or need, so I was able to pick these up. So there's some really neat photos of Mendel Rivers, signed by him. Not exactly sure who that is. Maybe y'all can help me, but I do know who Strom Thurmond was. He's signed a couple of things here. Here is a picture of Nixon signing something into law, and it's signed by I believe the Attorney General John Mitchell at the time. An early photo of Don Rumsfeld. And it's tough to see the signature in this light, but I believe that's Agnew and the congressman. Another one signed by Strom Thurmond. Here's a program from Columbia, 1965, signed by Strom Thurmond again at the top. A GOP poster is signed by different people. And we got a Birkin frame, but the picture's still intact. A signed Richard Nixon photograph, and yes, he signed it Dick Nixon. Under that is a really cool briefcase or attaché case, and you can see there's actually a federal briefcase that I'm guessing used by the congressman. That's pretty neat. If there's anybody interested in any of those political autographs, you can either reach out to me through Facebook, or send a message on the Lifestyle Antiques page, or making a comment on the video, and I'll be glad to get in touch with you, and you can take a closer look and see if it's something you would like. Alright, here's some of the military items from that pick. There's some photos of some old aircraft, I'm assuming in the 60s. A Navy kind of stock photo book just with some different photos from Task Group Alpha. Again, I'm assuming sometime 60s, 70s maybe. But this is one of the coolest things. I actually pulled this out of an actual trash bag. And it is a map of Vietnam during the early parts of the Vietnam War. You can see it still has South Vietnam and North Vietnam separated. It shows the Ho Chi Minh Trail, where the 7th Fleet was at the time. Different headquarters of U.S. Some information. And a cool stamp I did not notice until I was laying on this table. It's actually stamped the Legislative Reference Service, January 24th, 1966, as a duplicate. But this will definitely go into a frame and it will be in the booth sometime in the near future. Alright, last thing I wanted to show you from that last pick is a really cool clock. Anybody who knows me knows how close I was to my grandfather. And this was actually his favorite brand of cigarettes, I believe. And this also was in the trash pile. I just thought it was really neat. And I'm going to clean up a little more, and if it works, I'll probably hang it up in my garage to have just a little piece to remind me of Grandpa. Oh, that's just, there's nothing back. Is there something back there? Let's see. It's a box from a chair, I think.
Shoot, this may not be a bug.
Here, come on, let's go.
Can I wait on you?
You want to go back into downstairs, or you want to wait up here?
I'm gonna wait up here.
Okay, come this way.
Okay. Oh, this way?
Yeah, this way.
Wait, what is this tape from?
It's a Christmas bow. You can pick it up.
Can I use the wide, please?
Here, buddy. Let's go in here with the light.
Okay. No.
No, 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 no. Huh?
Can I please?
I need the light for a little bit, buddy. Okay. When I'm done with it, you can use it.
Oh, what is in there?
It's like some clothes. Maybe. All right, now I'm going to show you some of the military items that I separated from the things I picked on that second pick out of the attic. And it's mainly things that the family told me that it was either from a distant relative, somebody who just stayed at the house. They had already gotten everything they really wanted from their father and immediate relatives. So let's take a look and see what all I got. You can see there's quite a bit of photographs. I did find a couple of uniform items, nothing too major. But I just think all the photographs were really cool. They said it could be cousins of their father or grandfather or whoever. These were together, these Navy photos, which are super cool. Three are the same. These have the envelope that they were found in. This is a really cool little poster. I'm guessing it would have been hanging in a window or something like that. Just showing pride that they have somebody serving in the Navy. This is even on. Sorry, I had to take something out that had the family's name and address on it. This is really cool. I found this up in the attic space. You see the date on it. 1945, USA. I say just really cool. Doesn't necessarily have to be related to military, just to know that somebody was playing with this glove in 1945. Super cool. 1953 Air Training magazine from Air Force. Not really sure which in the family was Air Force, but that's pretty cool. Just a ad for the Thunderbirds in 1953. And some photos from an infantry group. Not sure which infantry. I don't see anything actually marked yet on any of these, so I'll have to do some research, see if I can figure that out. And these are really cool photographs of this soldier. Again, somebody in the family. I don't remember if they said it was a cousin in the family or something like that. This little clipping was also with those photos, and it's talking about soldiers from Colombia coming back from jungle warfare. So I'm not sure if that was this soldier or something else in the grouping. I found this photo of a Navy ship, and I wasn't quite sure which ship it was because it had no number, no hull number. But when I looked closer inside the envelope it came in, there was this letter dated 1945, and it's saying at the request of one of the Navy guys in the family. I sent them a photograph of the USS Baltimore. So this must be the USS Baltimore during World War II. Just another photo of some soldiers. And another photo of a training company, the infantry. I still found some paperwork from Fort Jackson, so I'm assuming this is Fort Jackson. Matter of fact, this is the paperwork from Fort Jackson right here. It's just stating that kind of some of the rules of keeping your area clean and the processing timeline. And yet some more photographs. This looks like an actually different soldier. These are all together, so I'm assuming these are real photo postcards. Not sure if that was a soldier or who. And some more paperwork. Dated 1953 from the National Guard. Actually, the Adjutant General, who at the time was General Dozier, known as Mr. National Guard. I found a few of these blankets. Anybody who's been in the military, it's definitely prior to recent times, knows that these are your cot blankets. And the only one with a tag is dated 1935. So definitely World War II issue. And a lot of newspapers I found in an old trunk. You can see the headlines. There's probably 8 to 10 newspapers that I found. Which are really cool. Alright, a few more things. This is just a bag with the same laundry marks as the uniforms, or excuse me, uniform pieces I found. These are wet weather pants. Unfortunately, you can kind of hear the crispiness of them there. Probably far too gone to actually use in any way, but I love finding stuff that, like I say, needs to be saved. And this is a really cool coat that was missing the belt, but then I looked in the pocket and the belt was in the pocket. So it's still in really good shape. This has a different laundry mark in the bottom than at the top, which isn't uncommon because they would have probably issued it to different people who needed it. And there's the tag, and if you can see it, 1942, so World War II into Korea. Anyway, those were the military finds that I found. I was quite pleased when I laid everything out, but there's a few more things I found at that same pick of the military stuff. Not military related, but could not leave it behind because it's great pieces of history. This is a cool photograph. I don't know if you can see it, but she's actually holding up a pistol. I'm assuming to pose for the photograph. Same here. Guy in the middle is holding the same pistol, I believe. These cool bread boxes. And a G.I. Joe trunk full of original G.I. Joe clothes from the 60s. The doll's in pretty bad shape. That was actually hanging from a rafter in the attic. Some cool vintage hats. And a really cool old Brunswick radio that I thought was just really neat. And surprisingly, it's in good shape. Again, you see anything you like, let me know, because this is my normal area of collecting, so I don't really need it. And looking to part with it, trades or cash as well. Thank you. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Kind of seeing how I find things, what I have to do to get to them, a little bit of digging. Don't forget to like and follow the Facebook page for Lexington Mantiques if you want to see all the items when they end up in the booths and where they're at. Also, check out the eBay store for Lexington Mantiques. Have a lot of items on eBay that have never been in the booths, and they're really, really quality things as well. But for now, we'll say bye-bye from me and Bella. Go ahead. Yeah. Go ahead. Whoa. You alright? You good?